came to pass that men began to multiply on the face of the earth. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every thought of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark. And of the clean beast and of the birds of the air shalt thou bring 7 pairs to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and it shall be food for thee and for them. Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living thing that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the 2nd month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up. And the windows of heaven were opened. In the very same day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark. They and every beast after its kind, and every bird of every sort. They went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut shut him in. And the flood was 40 days and 40 nights upon the earth. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. And all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast and of every creeping thing and every man. In whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died. Only Noah remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. And God remembered Noah and every living thing that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained. And the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. On the 1st day of the month were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Also he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand, and took her and pulled her in unto him into the ark. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. He stayed yet another 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not unto him any more. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spoke unto Noah, saying, Go forth from the ark, thou and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth every living thing that is with thee, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and said, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fish of the sea. Into your hands are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be food for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. This is the symbol of the covenant which I make between me and you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant. This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth.